Hello and welcome to Sports Today, 5 o'clock. So here I am. First, take a look at the Fan Fight app. Plenty to tell you, plenty to talk to you about. 24 hours later, the Indian Premier League. Shall we call it the Indian Pandemic League? Uh, no, because there's a lot of positivity around, and I think the BCCI can pull it off. Plenty to talk about. Here's a look at the Fan Fight app.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
So back on Sports Today, I want to tell you something first. A lot of you guys come on social media and say, oh, Boria claims that Sports Today is multi-sport. Yes, I do claim. And if I actually go and tell you, please take a look at 5 at 5 every single day that I've done the show, you will know what I mean. Yes, it is multi-sport. It will forever be multi-sport. There is no question, it will be multi-sport. Okay, number one. Number two, there have been days when I have started with non-cricket, be it, and here when I say non-cricket, I'll include women's cricket also. I'll include maybe Olympic sport. The algorithm for viewership drops. Who is responsible? We or you? Are we responsible? Is the fan responsible? Who is responsible? Are we doing enough for Indian Olympic sport? Have we done enough for Indian Olympic sport and for the women's game? If we do not get funding and sponsorship and viewership, do you think uh, we will be able to push this through? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, and I'm worried. I'm worried because it causes me anxiety that why is it that days I do Olympic sport, you guys do not come in droves and numbers. Cricket interviews, look at the numbers. Look at the number for a Manika Batra interview or Sharad Kamal interview. And you will have your answer. So we need to change as a collective. We need to back it, not simply take pot shots at, oh, so and so has said this, number of videos. It is not about that. We have a vow. We will do multi-sport. So here I am. On a day 24 hours later is the IPL. My first news point is Netra Kumanan. I'm absolutely delighted that Netra Kumanan has qualified as the first sailor for the Tokyo Games. And I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled for Netra. And I have to say this, that a Netra Kumanan, a Bhavani Devi, a Manika Batra, Sharad Kamal, the shooting team, boxing team, wrestling, the number of qualifiers we saw in athletics, it gives me tremendous amount of hope for Indian sport going forward. It makes me very, 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 very satisfied. And also parasport. We must celebrate parasport with equal rigor and vigor. A Mansi Joshi, a Devendra Jhajaria, a Deepa Malik, a Pramod Bhagat. These are people who have and will make the country proud. And we at Sports Today will celebrate them. So that's a point that I want to make to you. I will have to make to you. It's very, very important. Now coming to the IPL. Watch the Surya Kumar Yadav interview. It is already there. The link is there. And I will again tweet it out for you. Take a look at the link. Listen to Surya Kumar Yadav and you will understand why that Mumbai Indians dressing room is a happy dressing room. It is not about how you win. It is about how you lose and you take that loss. It is about how you absorb that loss and come back stronger. That is what tells you how good you are as a team. And that is what Surya Kumar Yadav and the Mumbai Indians have been able to do. The dressing room is such that even after a loss, they will be as positive. That's the Rohit Sharma kind of captaincy. That's why the team has won year on year, year after year. Look at their auction strategy. Look at the clarity of thought. It was a fascinating conversation with Surya. And by the way, we will also get Surya back. Let me tell you this. Inspiration, which was India's most watched sports show, will come back this IPL season. We launch it next week. We will launch it on Sports Today. And this year on Inspiration, you will have the biggest names. Every week, we will have a designated day. At the moment, we plan to launch it on Wednesday. And then obviously every day you can see it. We will put out chunks as well. But every week, we will have the best of the IPL, the best of the world on Inspiration. And Surya Kumar Yadav, I will get you back. Because what a story. Look at his age. to keep that rigor, to keep that passion, to keep that vigor, to keep that commitment that I will play for India. Fantastic story. So wish Surya Kumar Yadav all the very, very best. I mean, and my second point here is watch the Surya interview and look out for the body language of that guy. Look out how he speaks about his franchise. Look about when he speaks about the impact of the bio bubble. Because we keep talking about COVID protocols and strict adherence to COVID protocols. I've written an op-ed in a leading newspaper today talking about how the BCCI rigorously needs to enforce COVID protocols. But it is not easy. And there the importance of family is paramount. Surya Kumar Yadav talks to us about that rather, talks to us about the impact of family and how different that has made this whole experience. And that's where the Mumbai Indians stand out yet again. From the very inception, these are little things that make a difference. You know, yesterday I was chatting with Bharat Arun for a book article, and he said everybody writes ABC. It's the style that is different. So every team will have a different style of functioning. Every player is different. As long as the team can make the player sort of enjoy his or her own style while not feeling suffocated, at the same time asking them to imbibe a team code, they will be successful. And that's what the Mumbai Indians have been able to do. So watch that Surya Kumar Yadav interview. I repeat, watch it. Watch the Surya Kumar Yadav interview, and I promise to bring you Surya in a later week. Let the tournament start. Let him excel. He will. And we will get him back on inspiration. I've requested him. I will get him back on inspiration. I promised you we will have a lot of culture. The IPL is about, it's also the world's greatest sporting spectacle. So there's a lot of entertainment. But someone who is an ardent cricket fan, is a fantastic talker, has just finished shooting for Special Ops, one of our better actors, he's played 3 sports, a very avid sports person and watcher, and of course, a Bollywood superstar. Aftab Shivdasani will come on Sports Today every week. This IPL, we will have Cricket with Aftab. That's the show where Aftab Shivdasani will be in conversation with me. So why don't I give you a glimpse? Trisha and Ashish, why don't you play that little promo because we are launching the show tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Friday, we are launching Cricket with Aftab on Sports Today. Take a look.
Before the IPL, you never imagined Indians and Australians playing together in the same team, or Indians and English cricket team, or South Africans, or any other team. And suddenly, when you see all countries mixing on one platform, and it was the first of its kind, I believe, IPL. Of course, now we have many more leagues similar to the IPL. So it was a kind of revelation, and it had its novelty being its first. So IPL for me is that time of the year that is a massive distraction here.
So there you have it, the Aftab Shivdasani promo. Aftab will be joining us week on Sports Today. I will finish off the show and I'll request them to play it once more for you. So watch out for the Aftab show tomorrow. Every Friday will be Aftab Shivdasani and cricket. Every Wednesday will be inspiration. We will have a big interview also, practically every week. Obviously our pre and post match. Obviously our fantasy shows. Do I tell you more why you need to watch Sports Today? I think I've given you enough. So watch the Aftab promo once more. Go and watch the Surya Kumar Yadav interview. You won't regret it. Thank you very much for watching.
Before the IPL, you never imagined Indians and Australians playing together in the same team, or Indians and English cricket team, or South Africans, or any other team. And suddenly, when you see all countries mixing on one platform, and it was the first of its kind, I believe, IPL. Of course, now we have many more leagues similar to the IPL. So it was a kind of revelation, and it had its novelty being its first. So IPL for me is that time of the year that is a massive distraction here.